Greetings, everyone. This is Payman Lozzi, host, your friend and coach. Today, coming to you from beautiful, tropical Toronto, Canada. Yes, Canada can be tropical in the summer. And I'm here with my new dear friend and alumni of the Powerful Podcast Academy, Chris Hill from beautiful, tropical, sunny London, UK. Not London, Ontario, because we have a London, Ontario here too. But Chris, welcome, my friend. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Payman. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing fantabulously well. Happy to be back in Canada with family. So before we start, tell us in a sentence or two, who's Chris and what do you do? What's your impact in the world?
So I am I don't know, I suppose I'm an addiction coach, first of all. I'm an inspirational person that likes to do challenges. I just crossed the English Channel as a relay team. Last year, I run the length of the UK, all for mental health. It's, mental health, overcoming addictions, habits, behaviors, helping people understand that there is a route out rather than staying stuck. We have to push, we have to go through, physical pain and suffering, but the rewards are life changing. So that's who I really am. Yeah.
Love that, love that, love that. Beautiful. And I'm super excited for you. Absolutely love what you're doing. And don't get me started on the incredible achievement that you already did last year, uh, walking the length of the UK and now crossing the English Channel. What is it? 17 miles, 8 hours?
It's 21 miles.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, it took us as a team of five, which was, taking it in turns to swim 1 hour rotating. It took us 16 and a half hours. Yeah, it was tough. It's actually 17 and a half hours, but when you land in France, you get an hour back. So they record it as 16 and a half. So,
Okay.
but it was a bit tougher than that.
Oh wow, yes, that's incredible. That's one of the most amazing, goosebump-inducing feats that I've heard on my podcast for the last 4.5 years, 400 episodes, and I can't wait to have you on the podcast soon. So that's amazing. So Chris, tell us, what was holding you back all this time from launching your podcast?
That's a good question. I mean, people have said to me you should be running a podcast. I've been on a few podcasts myself. Um, I don't know really, but it's understanding now that podcast is a good way to get out a message. And even though you're interviewing other people, you're still representing yourself. You still, correspond with the the guests that you've got on and stuff like that. So yes, I should have done it a long time ago. The course has been amazing. It really gives you that insight into, how to set up a podcast. But more than that, like I like what you do because you teach the business alongside it. It's not this is how you run a podcast, this is how you run a podcast, and this is how you run a business. So, I've enjoyed all of that, and yeah, it's been great.
Beautiful, love that, love that, love that. So tell me, why, what made you say yes to joining my program and not someone else's program?
I think what it was because you set up a challenge first, didn't you? So we did a 5 day challenge, and we went through almost like the basic model of what we've just been taught.
Yeah,
But it gave, a valuable insight into what's possible.
yeah,
And so that's what sold me to come into the academy and, let's do this properly and stuff like that. So
yeah. Speaking of the challenge, what are your thoughts on the challenge?
what on the 5 day challenge or the challenge of setting up a podcast?
5-day challenge, the initial.
Well, I think it was really interesting because it gave you that insight. It's the insight into the mechanics of a podcast. So, like, we all know what a podcast is, but how do you set it up? What is the equipment? How do you, what first 10 podcasts would you launch? And would you record them first? And, it's having that insight into, so it's like anything, it all sounds, I suppose it is common sense, but common sense has to be taught. It's not a given. And
Structure.
so, where do you go to be taught by an expert? The person that's 2 or 3 steps ahead of you, that's the person that you hire in to teach you, because then you get up to their level and then you're able to, I know it's what you teach, but
You're a good student. As I said earlier, you're a smart cookie, You're a fast
yeah.
learner. That's good. Um, why launching, why deciding not just launching a podcast, but sharing your story, your gifts now and not 6 months ago or 6 months in the future? Why now?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I do this already on Facebook. I used to do Facebook Lives, and so I have a presence on Facebook. So, but actually doing a podcast may be a little bit more interesting because it's not you. You're interviewing people that have either been through the program or someone that might be already struggling. Someone that's just trying to find some information. The thing with mental health and addiction is it's a very closed door thing. It's not. Let's all go out in the open and say I'm suffering with mental health. Even though we try to break the stigma, it still is a stigma. So, and this is why I launched beatmyaddictions.com. I just put it out there. I've got an office and a shop that says beatmyaddictions.com. If you walk through this door, you're coming to get help for addiction. So, but that's breaking the stigma. It could be all behind closed doors, no signs, but the more we talk about mental health, the better people will get well, the easier people will get well. So that's
So
part of my challenge is to break those stigmas, to openly talk about this stuff, and a podcast is the right thing to do.
absolutely, absolutely. What was your biggest takeaway about the academy? Sorry, within the academy.
I don't know, it's just like it's like what you've been teaching us.
Mhm.
It's like I already know, but it's like you need to be taught it. So part of what you teach, I already do, but it's learning the mechanics of it, which helps you understand it better to be able to deliver it better. So it's just
Mhm.
again, it's without the education, we stay stuck.
Yeah,
Hence, if I hadn't done the academy, then I wouldn't be launching a podcast. So it's that
yeah,
it says it on the tin, like you need to follow what you instead of just thinking, oh, I'd like to do that, then it takes steps and it takes action. And so what you give through the academy are the steps, and you follow the steps, and then you get to a destination, the destination being a podcast, which then starts to deliver the message. And it's breaking down that no line can trust that, who do you trust on social media? Who do you trust out there? So it's very hard, but again, doing a podcast and that is a pretty reasonable thing, yeah,
absolutely.
to do. So it's good.
Absolutely happy to hear that. What do you think of the content within the academy?
Well, it's first class. Yeah, it's good.
What
There's
will you
nothing it's a step-by-step guide that teaches you how to do what you need to do, but it goes further than that because it teaches you the business side.
Mhm.
So, it's finding, what is your skill set, what can you do that others can't, and it's setting that up to be able to share that. And like I said, if someone's 2 or 3 steps ahead of you, then that's really what they want to learn because they want to get up those 2 or 3 steps to get to you. So
Yeah.
it's just the way that it's set up and the way that we follow it to get you to, yeah, where you need to get to. So it's
What do
good.
you think? What do you think of the structure? How it was structured and all that?
No, it's fine. It's quite quick. I mean, don't get me wrong. The messaging and the information is done really quickly, because it doesn't need to be spread out throughout 6 months. So, so in fact, that's quite a good thing because give us the information so I can get on. I think I said that to you at the end of the 5 day challenge. I went, just tell me what I need to do and I'll do it. And you went, well, look, you have to do the academy because but it's going to be done very quickly. And that's so you remember we had that conversation because
I remember you
everyone
mentioned that on day one. He said, "Let's skip the challenge. Give me
to
the
skip
academy."
it.
No, you need the foundation first. Yeah,
So um so all of that is yeah, we want it done as quickly as possible.
absolutely. Um, was the money invested worth your while?
100%. Because the sometimes like you have to invest in yourself. This is, I have these conversations with so many people. If you had to buy the pen and the pen cost $1 or £1 or what, you see the value in it. But when you invest in yourself, we can't see the value. It's not something physical that we're holding. So, but actually the investment that you put into yourself will deliver like 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times what the investment that you made. So return on investment is considerable,
Mhm.
because what you're doing in what you're teaching is you have to get through this no line can trust, because if you haven't got any know, like, or trust with someone, they're never going to invest in your
Yeah,
services or, take up your challenges, or, everyone will do something for free.
yeah,
But if there's no like or trust, then, but that's why doing challenges is a good way to, get through that, because ultimately when you sell a product to someone, it's going to change their life.
yes,
But we know that from the beginning, but they don't know that, and that's why there has to be this
yeah,
process and stuff like that. So
mm, absolutely. Now that you've gone to the academy and you've seen the value firsthand, how much would you value the overall value of this entire academy?
I don't know, a lot more than I paid.
Oh yeah. I had some people say in the US class, 30, $40,000 because of all they're getting, and they're getting a system, they're getting everything, the how to get leads on demands.
I mean,
Con
it just depends where someone is, isn't
yeah.
it? I'm already like quite far down the road. So,
Yes.
but the investment that you make, you get back really quickly. And again, it's what I teach my clients. Anyone that comes through our door that comes into some sort of paid program, I say, look, anything that you pay now, you're going to get all the money back anyway. This course is going to be free.
Yeah.
Every course we've ever run becomes free for the individual. So it
Audience.
always is a no-brainer,
Yeah.
but it's still hard for that person to comprehend that. And then there's still this no like and trusting. And so there's still lots of barriers to get through. But ultimately, it's always
Mhm.
that the people that invest the money get the money back really quickly. And then your return on investment is just, it becomes a profitable
Absolutely. As long as
investment.
as
So,
long as they take action and are coachable and they implement what I teach. And that's something I specifically clarified from the beginning. And I did turn down people that were ready to invest, but I felt they were not coachable. I said, listen, it's not a good fit
mm,
because a time will come that your peace of mind is more valuable than any amount of money. And that's non-negotiable, at least for me. I'm blessed to be in that position, you know? So, what do you think of the support I provided you throughout the entirety of the academy?
it was good. It's not just the support, but you invite other people along.
Hmm.
There's other support bases, introductions to people that could potentially team up with and stuff.
Yeah,
So all of that is good. Yeah, so it's
absolutely.
good.
Would you recommend the academy would you recommend academy to other people?
Yeah, so I've got a coaching group at the moment, and I'll be inviting them, to come and do a 5-day challenge with you. And if they like what they're doing, what you're doing, then potential there's more clients there. So the answer is, yeah, I'm happily recommend.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm cheering for you. I'm really delighted that we connected and can't wait to see you change lives around you. And I'm really excited about what you're going to do in September. And hey,
Yeah.
once again in September,
Solo in September. So yeah, this was the relay. You get a silver
yeah,
medal for the
show it
relay.
again, show it again. Bring it closer to the
Yeah,
camera.
so this is it.
Wow, amazing.
It's
Wow.
the English Channel Swim to France. And
Yeah.
so if you do it solo, then you'll get the gold medal. So
Yeah.
silver medal relay, and then a gold medal for the
Oh,
solo. So yeah, so I'm booked at the end of September, 21
when's
months.
the date for that big swim?
Well, there's a window that opens from the 25th of September to the 5th of October. So it will be sometime between those 10 days.
Okay.
If the
Wow.
weather's good enough, then we go.
Amazing, amazing. Well, I'm cheering for you, all the people that are cheering for you as well. Keep us posted, and I can't wait to see you. Anything, I'm here for you. Keep shining your light, my brother. And remember, keep sharing a gift, and always remember you're a gift yourself. And I can't wait for you to start having a profit podcast. And I can't wait to see you in person within London or here. Oh, once you do it in the English channel, the next challenge will be, hey, why don't you do it in the warm waters around Bali? You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, listen, I salute you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for your business, and I can't wait to see you amplify your impact around you and bring your gifts not to the world, but to your Chris's, to the men that really need you, and they are
Yeah.
right now waiting anxiously for you to help them get out of the rut they are. So make it happen.
All right. Thanks, Payman.
Very welcome. Take care. Bye bye.